Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to Sworn Factor. Hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday. And today it is Mito's birthday, so birthday to Mito. And of course, we're gonna talk in this video about a birthday banner that just got released. We can see here we have a birthday banner with 3 steps. Step 1, 50% off. Step 2, regular price. Step 3, a guaranteed random Mito skill. And step 2, step 3 will have increased drop rate for the birthday skill. 1.3 on step 2 and 2% on step 3. And on the left side, you can see the 2 new burst skill. We have a full burst, Violet Lightning Scythe Mito, a full burst axe skill that is Blunt and Holy, and then we have an Axle Path skill, Violet Battlefield Shadow Mito. And these 2 are actually really good. I will talk more about that pretty soon. These are really good, so if you want them for your improved build and stuff, they definitely worth it yet. The duration of this banner is till the 12th of August, so you have roughly 9 days on you to decide if you want to summon this one or not, starting from today. And let's talk about the skill core, the birthday skill. We can start with the birthday one, Full Burst, Violet Lightning Scythe Mito, which is a Holy Split Burst animation. And to activate the Full Burst, you have to do following sequence: Holy, Blunt, Holy, Holy. Or if you limit break this one, then you remove this sequence. Only need to do Holy, Blunt, Holy. Should be easier to activate. 30-second cooltime, pretty high, 36 switch gate and 74 break gauge, not the best, especially with switch gate, it's kind of bad. And if you look on the full burst effect, it's gonna have the similar effect as the usual one we had before. I believe that one was released 2 months ago, something like that. 5800% damage in a target, and then for the bonus, you will get 250% attack if the enemy has 50% or above the HP. So you're gonna deal a lot of damage on the first half, and then on the second half you will lose the 250. So it's kind of like really strong to put down the boss really fast below the 50%. And then we have the Holy Man damage increase 0.5 of the number ability stack when players inflict with ability status augment. This is like for specific player that can play around the ability. It's pretty good. Then the third bonus, if you have 2 or more edge skill in the same set, you will see a damage done to enemy weighted blunt 1%. So this is gonna be really good. Make sure to equip 2 edge skill if you manage to get this skill here. And the difference between Mito and Juju is that Mito has this one, the additional buff, while full burst state, runners shine for Holy Man damage 75% for 20 seconds. So it is like much better than Juju, but they are kind of the same. Like the only difference is just this one. The Mito has this one. So if you want to mid-max your damage, then you prefer using Mito instead of the Juju, but in the end they're kind of the same. And I also heard that this thing here, this additional thing, this only works when you have used your full burst twice. So when you use your full burst to be in the full burst state, it doesn't count yet, but once you use your full burst the second time, you will get this buff. That is what I've heard, but I have to test it out. I do have some skill core to try it out, so we have to double check with that. And overall, these are like really good full burst skill, especially if you don't have a axe build and you want to focus on Blunt and Holy. This one can be really good. And then for the passive, the Violet Battlefield Shadow Mito, it has Power Rise, Enhanced Attack, and Shine Conversion and Beating. So Power Rise 4 gives you flat 9 attack, gonna be really good for most of the weapon except for Sword. Enhanced Attack gives additional 15% attack, and Shine Conversion 5 increase the Holy Man damage by 30 and reducing the Dark Man damage. So gonna be really good in a dark. So going to be really good in a Holy build. And then while Axe skill is activated, damage down to enemy weighted blunt 25%. So this is gonna be like really good if you are playing in a Axle DPS, for example the Link one. So it is a not bad passive, can be really good, and especially if you don't have a Power Rise 4 in a build, can be really nice to have. And yeah, these was the ones we have so far, and not gonna lie, it is pretty good, especially this one. This one gonna be real nice for any Blunt Holy content like we do have on chapter 1 if you want to farm for the dragon, Chaos Dragon, or I think on chapter 2 the newest boss is with the Blunt and Holy, so can be really good there. And also for GOG can also be real nice, and maybe in the future if they're gonna release a Blunt Holy underground boss, it can be really good there as well. So this one is not bad to have to invest on if you want to do that. And the drop rate, Mito doesn't have that many skill core, so her drop rate gonna be a lot higher compared to the other ones. And if you go for guaranteed one, step 3, you're just gonna scroll down here, you can see 50% chance to get the new burst skill, or 6.1 for the old one. And still, some of them can be really good. She do have more skill, but those are kind of limited. So let's talk about her other skill that I can get. And of course, I have a main kind of short tier list here. We have chain, axle, burst, passive, and then limit skill will not be included in the banner. And then the trash, I think they are pretty weak at the moment. Like, you don't really need them. I mean, if you do get them, if you're a new player, it's fine to equip. But in late game, when you're trying to optimize your build, these two is kind of useless. There are better alternative. So for chain, this is a chain dagger. It is a pretty good chain, nothing bad with it. Chain will always be good in build, and this is gonna be a dagger, so gonna be really useful in a dagger build. Axle, this one is pretty nice buff. Anti-climax gives you more attack based on the remaining HP. It's real nice to have. For burst skill, she do have 2 burst skill. One of them is a blunt wind, which is pretty good, pretty strong. Currently like 6,000. I mean, we can pretty much take care. It is a really good one. Let's see, Mito. There we go. And this one, like, it is pretty good. 6,000 multiplier, pretty good bonus as well. So it's not bad for any blunt wind content. And then we have her old one. This one is a little bit weak. You can see the multiplier, the bonus. Yeah, not best, especially when the enemy has a really high crit resistance. This one is kind of much useless. Other than that, it is a really nice one if you want to build a maze DPS, but at the moment you don't really need it. And then we have some passive. These two passive is decent, I would say. Not the best, like they are pretty much decent. Like this one, if you're building like Asana, mostly Asana skill, then it can be nice. Otherwise, you don't really need it. There are better alternative. And then this one, really good in maze or axe build, increasing your blunt damage, but also I think water damage. So it is like decent, but a better alternative. So those are skills that I can get. Meanwhile, the limit one, they aren't that really useful, so you can pretty much ignore these. So overall, she do have some really good skill, not gonna lie. They're only these two that are kind of trash. The rest is like decent, good. So you have 3 good, 3 decent, and 2 bad. And then we have the burst skill, which is 2 good. So you have more chance to get the skill you're looking for, especially if you're looking for the buffed one. They're gonna be really nice. You have really high chance to get it. And if you're looking for the other ones, well, you have really high chance to get the other ones that can be really good as well. And now the question is this bad worth summon on? I would not gonna lie and say yes, this is pretty good, especially if you have a really bad build on your axe. This one can be a nice, decent setup or decent startup to improve your axe build, especially in the holy element. It's pretty good. You have a DPS skill, which is gonna be this Mito here, and then you have passive that are gonna support your DPS skill. So these two synergize pretty well. Not only that, if you want to continue to pull more, you have like really high chance to get the other skill. You can get the axle that is buffing for your axe skill, so gonna be really good there. Or if you want to get more axe skill, then you can get this one, gonna be really good for blunt wing content. Passive, not the best, but you can play around them if you want to. And also you have a chance to get dagger chain, can be really good when you want to build on a dagger DPS set. So she do have really good skill, especially when she doesn't have that many skill in her pool. That means you have a high chance to get the specific one, so it is not bad to pull if you want to start building your axe build. And if you look into the content where you can use this skill here, if you manage to get it, for solo content or in Labyrinth, we can use it on floor 91. If you're farming Yasha, you're pretty much gonna bully this Drake pretty easy. And for chapter 2, we do have the newest boss, Jack the Jackass Jock. This one is weak to blunt holy, so it's not bad to get, especially if you want to burst down the boss. Only issue is that this one is almost strong on the first half of the HP. When the boss is below 50%, you are kind of losing a lot of attack, so keep that in mind. So you will get like weaker once you reach below 50%, so keep that in mind. It's really good on the first half, but pretty bad on the second half. And for solo content, let's see, for solo content, where can you use it? Blunt Holy. You can pretty much use it on, let's see, Blunt and Holy. Oh, the Sneeze Snake can be really good there. Level 215 if you want to farm that, can be really good. Otherwise, you can also use it for any other ones, maybe Butterfly. This banner is definitely worth to summon on, especially if you want to improve your axe build. or you want to start building axe, then pulling spine gonna be really good. Now, if you already have these two skill here, let's see, we do have many kind of similar skill that is also full burst. If you already have this Yuju or this one, then I wouldn't recommend someone on Mito. Like this one, this Yuju is kind of the same as Mito. The only difference is that she has the additional effect. Meanwhile, this one kind of same as Mito. The only difference is that this one has this thing here, attack increase a portion remaining HP, meaning this skill is more flexible, can be used in longer run. Meanwhile, Mito, it is only good when the boss has more 50% HP. So if you don't have this one or this one, then summon on this one. If you have already one of these two, then you can pretty much skip Mito. Like, I don't think you really need to maximize your damage. It's gonna be just acting the same. The only difference, she's gonna deal more damage, but then again, you are doing it in a labyrinth, so it doesn't change that much. So that is one of the reasons you can pretty much save a con gem and skip the banner. If you currently happy with your current build with your axe and you don't really need to improve, you can also pretty much skip there. So it pretty much depends what skill you have and what you really need. If you want to start improving your axe or start building an axe, especially if you're a new player that want to main axe, this banner is pretty good. Otherwise, if you already have a Blood Holy set or you're currently happy with the build, or you're saying for other skill record like maybe can use the buffs and stuff, then you can pretty much skip this one and save a con gem for that. So yeah, for me, will I summon on this one? Oh, I'm kind of tempted because I don't have that many axe skills, so pulling spine can be nice, but at the same time I really want to save for Asuna's birthday just in case if they release a new MR. So we'll see. I will think about it, but I think 80% I will skip this one. We'll see. Anyway, if you have any question, let me know in a comment. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next video. Take care now and bye bye.